Well, once it's confirmed that it's streaming,
I'm gonna put it.
Play the music. Turn it up.
Let me see. Can I hear myself yet, or not really? No, right? I don't need this.
Yeah.
I can just put it like this.
It's a freestyle up here.
Oh.
You like that, huh? Please. You want to rap to it?
I got
You know what we're talking about to start it? We're talking some entertainment shit.
I have. There's nothing that I saw on the news. We can just jump into it too if you want.
Shoulders on that beat.
When did you send it to me?
Hey, shoulders on that beat. Yeah, funky on that.
Okay, I got it.
Alright, you can turn mics off and lower the music.
What's up, New York City?
Hey, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome.
Everybody up. Everybody's here with the beat like.
Nah, we bumping, we vibing.
Welcome. We're back with another episode, Blunted on Reality.
Show.
Blunted on Reality with another episode.
Episode, and today we're talking about jealousy.
Jealousy, it's a big one.
Jealousy be rearing.
Funny we haven't
fucking
spoken
head.
about that. We've had over 30 episodes and we haven't spoken about jealousy.
No.
That's a big one.
We haven't focused on just jealousy, and there's a lot in that topic.
I know go.
Are you getting a little uncomfortable, Preach?
Nah, not at all. Absolutely not. I actually.
So, guys, welcome back, Preach.
Preach is here.
Hey!
Preach is here.
What's up? How's everybody doing?
Good. And to next to me is Matthew.
Matthew. I thought it was Matt.
It's Matt.
Matt,
We'll call him
Matthew.
Matt.
Matthew.
Whatever
What's
you
your born name?
Saint Matthew the 4th, whatever you want to call it.
Really?
No, I'm just joking.
Oh, I
Yo, first of all, listen, your parents are really bold.
Wow.
Yo, we're gonna put safe.
Oh wow.
No,
That takes some guts.
No, you could call me Matthew. Matthew, whatever you want.
I like that name, Matthew.
Chef Matt. That's what I call
Chef
him.
Matt. There you
Oh,
go.
so Matt is a chef.
Yes. I don't have anything right now to put, but you could add me at. No, I won't even say my Instagram name.
Oh, why?
It's
Why
kinda
is
weird.
that? You have some
No,
jealous girls?
It's at 40 ounces of cream from Some Young Guy. I don't know if you want to
That's
add
pretty long. Wait,
Wow.
40
Yeah.
ounces of cream?
That's a lot of good.
From Some Young Guy.
Wait, is that?
There you go. Yeah.
Are you talking about that cream down there?
Listen, it's a lot of jealousy involved.
Alright, good night.
40
Good night, everybody. Wow.
Yeah.
40 ounces of cream from a young guy.
From Some Young Guy.
From some young guy.
Some
That's
young guy.
pretty long. I'm going to have to follow you right now. Let me see.
Let's do it.
40 ounces of cream from some young guy.
I think he just
There you go.
tagged you on something, so you.
Yeah,
you
I
can
did.
find
I
it.
did. I
Shit,
took
that's
a
a
little
long
picture.
name.
I took a little picture at Poker Eve at Sin Lover.
Okay.
You know,
Ooh.
hashtag Blunted on Reality Show. You know, everybody has to tune in if you follow me.
That's
of
right.
course.
That's what it is.
And where do we follow you, Preach? Do we want to follow you or you have some jealous?
I don't want to follow it. First of all, I'm uneventful on the gram. I only do the business one, which is CSL. Well, CSL_studios.
Okay, so
All
yeah,
right.
follow that.
Yeah, and that's it. Like,
CSL_studios.
Yeah, that's it. So. thank
So
you.
the other personal is personal or is it business?
It's personal, but I don't post on there, so you're not gonna really discover anything. About
I
it.
wonder why some people have pages like
Just so I
that.
can look at other people's.
Like few pictures, they don't really post, but they're really on Instagram. You know, they see things, they like things, but they don't really post much.
I'd like to post more. I just don't. I don't know. I wish I was
doesn't.
mine. Yeah. Just
Does
that's
it? I just wonder.
doesn't.
I just wonder if it has something to do with like maybe you're dating a few girls, not you personally, but I'm just saying in general. Maybe some guys or girls are dating a few people and they don't want them to be like on their shit or
Well, it kind of
watching their stories.
Well, for me, it does have to do with. I don't want to post stuff and get interrogated, so it does have to do with jealousy, which we're talking about tonight. So.
Well, You know, and if you remember the last episode,
What happened the last
What
episode?
happened the last?
he
Oh,
doesn't
I wasn't
even
here
have
for that.
time. I don't understand how people get jealous when you're too busy to respond.
well, the
to
last
text.
episode
Within
I
after
know,
30
I
seconds.
know I pissed you off like this week.
we read some messages that kept my mouth was. I had to like close it myself
Why?
You didn't
because
piss me
some
off.
bitches get crazy on
Oh.
you.
Those text messages were wild.
Oh,
They
yeah,
were wild.
Yeah,
Last show.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
you
move
didn't
on.
respond within
Yeah.
10 seconds.
We don't have to talk. We don't
Nah,
want to
we
talk
got- we got
about.
pissed
We're
off.
not gonna bring Matt into
Yo,
it.
Preach. Yo, preach. How many web shows do you have that you
No,
you know?
This is the only one I come on a consistent basis because I love the vibe when I come in.
We
here.
love
Alright,
Preach.
alright.
We love
Yeah,
having
yeah.
him too.
Yeah,
I know, we really do.
Thank you.
He's
Appreciate
really
it.
like
Have fun.
he's honest
Okay, yeah. Tell
and
people that. Yeah.
he says what's on his mind.
Absolutely.
Well, you can carry your conversation though.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Even
yeah.
when you don't know the topic, you come in here and you're like, all right, so, and he takes over like he's the host. So, what about blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, well, that was going to be my first question. Just totally took it. Like
Yeah.
today's question
No, have
is, what is jealousy?
What
Whoa.
is jealousy?
Mm.
And is it something bad?
Who wants to start?
I'm gonna let the boys start.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to go, Matt, or you want me to go? Or?
You know what? I could say jealousy could be a good and a bad thing. I'll say bad and then a good thing
Right.
because jealousy is never a good thing. Let's put it like that.
Okay.
But I feel like jealousy comes from a place deep within your heart that you actually wish almost that you were the other person, or wish that you put your shoes into somebody else's shoes.
Mhm.
And it shouldn't be like that, you know. I think if you're jealous, then you actually envy another person. I don't know. That's just my thought
Yeah,
about it.
that makes sense.
Right.
Okay, so that could be like jealousy in friendships because that shit happens
Right.
a lot.
Like jealousy, like you want something from somebody, kind of like jealous of material things or what they possess or their success,
Right.
something like
Or
that.
of their relationship.
Or their
Yeah, because you could think that you possess somebody, but it never, you can't possess anybody. You know, that's nothing you can do.
Nobody owns anybody.
Right, exactly. But you can be envious of that. You know,
Not for you.
people get it twisted.
For me, I think jealousy is 100% bad. 100% bad. And I think jealousy is just a measurement of somebody else's insecurity. Like, if you tend to get jealous easily over something, that means you're not confident in yourself, or you don't believe in yourself enough that you don't think you can obtain what the other person has. And that's with anything. Whether you look at it, like I think in social media has also been one of those things that drives jealousy as well, just because people look at it, look at posts all day, and they're like, oh, I wish I had that. I wish I had this. I wish I. You know what I'm saying? And they get mad and they act out and do stupid things, and then that just tells me you don't have confidence in yourself. Like, you have no self-esteem whatsoever.
Yeah.
The more, if you're an uber jealous person, and that's with relationships as well. Like, if you're always checking on your significant other, then why are you not confident in what you're doing in this relationship? Not saying that you have nothing to be jealous about, but why are you not confident in yourself and saying like, oh, I know I could get other women or other men, so whatever. If she does happen to stray away, I could get somebody else. Like, fuck it. It can hurt, but I think jealousy altogether is like a bad thing, like very negative. Sucks.
I think in the women's perspective though, like when it comes to that, for them, like that whole jealousy shit about somebody else is like they look at the guy like he's a fucking prize though.
Okay.
Like, I have to beat this bitch.
Yeah.
This is my man. You're not gonna take him type thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where, when it comes to women, they're looking at that guy like he's a fucking
Trophy almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like if there's somebody around, because when there's no one around to give you that, like to make you jealous, it's like, whatever. But then when there's someone around and you can kind of feel that, like, oh, it's kind of shaky, it's really, yeah, you can be insecure. I think I'm a little jealous. I don't know if any of y'all are, but I know that in a relationship, I'm a little jealous. I'm not like over the top. I don't ask for nobody's password.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's the measurement of your jealousy?
Well, it's not something that I argue about.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's a human feeling that we all have.
Okay.
Like when you are in love with someone, you love someone, you may feel that from time to time.
Right.
you don't want their attention like on somebody else.
Right.
You kind of
What-
feel like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like wait, what's or that that feeling, like that intuition you get, because we've all been in relationships where we've cheated, and I don't know if all of you have been where you've been on both sides of the spectrum, but I have. And like you've been a cheater and you've been cheated on, and you can learn a few things. You can learn a few things from some people when they've cheated on you, and you feel like you obviously don't want to bring that into any new relationships, but somehow you kind of bring that baggage a little bit into the new relationship.
Can I ask a question? All right, so what's the difference between like a competitive towards jealousy? Like, like if you see somebody going at your man, like how do you see competitiveness towards somebody else in comparison to jealousy?
I think it's not a bad thing. Like if you're at a bar and somebody's kind of like looking at your man in a cute way, they kind of like him. That's kind of cute. I'm cool with that. But when it comes to like if there's a line that has to be drawn, and if like they are in a conversation where you can kind of tell that it's going somewhere else, or maybe phones are taken out, then you're crossing the line. Like there's no issue with you being flirtatious just a little bit. I don't think that's a problem. But there's always a line that can be crossed.
What are you being flirtatious about? Like, wait, what?
Like we all flirt. I think like some people have like that flirtatious.
I have no idea what you're talking about, madam.
Come on, preach.
I don't flirt.
You don't flirt?
Absolutely not.
Matt, do you flirt?
Nowadays I can't say I do, but I mean no. Actually, nowadays I can say I do because I'm single. But
flirting is more of a. I'm not gonna say.
You can't
it is more of a woman thing. So maybe that's.
You can't say flirting is more of a woman thing.
Why? Oh, I mean,
if you're a single man and you go after a woman and you actually you flirt with her beginning wise to get her attention, you can't really say flirting is more of a woman's thing. No, what do you think?
I think women can get away with it a little bit more with just the flirting of it than men, because for men, like you guys are the ones that have to close the deal.
Right.
The woman can just like sit there and try to be cute and flirt and move,
But would you flirt in front of your significant other?
No, I just feel like I have that flirtatious thing in me. That's just the way I am. Yeah, and it doesn't mean that I'm flirting all the time. It's just like I am a bubbly person. I have a bubbly personality.
Bubbly equals flirty.
So, can I ask you a question? Does flirting always mean you're interested?
No. Maybe you want something from that person.
But it
has nothing
like
to
a game
do with
almost.
that.
Maybe you just want to feel.
Yeah.
That's sending mixed messages. I'm sorry.
Well, that's what women do. Preach.
Oh, okay. As long as you acknowledge it.
So as long as it's acknowledged.
As long as it's acknowledged, I'm good with that. All right.
That's mixed message.
I did wonder though, like if you mentioned envy earlier, and I remember when me and Cindy were having the conference call, I was asking her like, does flirting, oh my god, flirting is on my mind. Is jealousy and envy kind of the same thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I feel
it's the art of, or it's the feeling of wanting what somebody else has, I think.
But jealousy really in a relationship, isn't it kind of like just you don't want your man to go anywhere?
I feel like jealousy is the broad spectrum, and envy is literally the definition of you wanting something that somebody else has.
Because envy is one of the 7 deadly sins, but not jealousy.
Well,
so there's definitely a difference there.
Yeah, you can package them together.
What's the difference, Hen?
What, between jealousy and envy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of feel like jealousy, that's like me like looking at someone like, damn, like, they got this, what I don't have. But then envy, I feel like is a little deeper than that.
That's deep,
It's kind of the same situation, let's say, but it's deeper.
Right.
Like you're like looking at this person like you want to fucking kill this person. Like there's just evilness behind it, I feel.
Yeah.
And it just runs that.
Are you a jealous person?
I haven't.
Okay. Are you on occasion a jealous? Are you like naturally a jealous person, or what drives you to be jealous then?
For me, it's probably that a little bit. Like you taking your attention off of me a little bit.
Yeah.
I see you giving it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, what the fuck? I'll switch up on you, nigga. You know, like, why you switching up on me?
That hit her right back in the heart.
That shit just came to my head. Like, hold up.
Yeah.
29, come back. Like she was zoned out for a little bit. Like.
Yeah, because I started thinking. Like,
But isn't jealousy more like protecting something protecting it to the point that you're obviously like super jealous, something that you already have, and envy is something that you don't have. Wanting something you don't
Because
have.
like if you look at jealousy too, jealousy could go into not only just a relationship, but it could go into a relationship between. I mean, I've heard this from other fathers between a father being envious of their kid because now the mother pays the kid more attention than he used to pay. Well, she used to pay the father now.
Yeah.
So now the father is jealous of the son or the daughter because now she's getting all the attention or he's getting all the attention that he used to get.
Like when there's a new baby and they're like cock blocks.
Yeah. No, not just that. It's just that like, oh, you used to pay me all the time, and all you do is care about the kids.
That's fucking like.
Yeah, but that's a science thing. Like literally,
it bugs me out because it's like, yo, it's maternal. It's like, yo, she's.
Yeah.
And isn't that your kid too?
Right.
Like, what the?
Nah, some men. I've heard stories.
But some men do get jealous.
Yeah, but I don't get it.
Absolutely, I don't get it either. But that's because we don't have a penis.
No, it doesn't have to do with that.
Wait, whoa. You don't ever get jealous. Do you have kids?
Yeah, I have kids.
Okay, so have you ever felt jealous when she...
Ever,
Okay.
never.
When the baby was like breastfeeding and just sucking on the titty and...
Never.
And like...
It's not a sexual act.
Yeah,
I wouldn't think it like
not
that.
at all, but...
I wouldn't think it's sexual.
For me, it's like I understand it. Like it's a maternal thing. Like it's a very intimate thing between a mother and a kid. That's something that has to be developed, and usually the father is there. He's just there,
right.
And then he implements himself whenever he needs to. But no, I've never been jealous over that.
Right. I'm pretty sure on a Sunday he's watching the game.
Yeah,
but, it's just happening right there.
Yeah.
Now I get my time.
Right.
Yeah,
I get to play badminton a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I get to relax for a little bit. But no, I never understood it, but it's a real thing.
Well, then maybe these people have that jealousy like built inside of them. Like they're just a jealous person.
I mean,
you know?
I don't know. It's like I said, it's
or there's an insecurity.
There's insecurity.
Running back to who knows what. Like again, baggage gives you a lot of insecurity.
Yeah, well,
past relationships, the way you were brought up.
In past relationships, you mean?
In past relationships give you insecurity, or like the way you were brought up gives you insecurity, whether you had a mom and a dad. Like there's just so many things that play, I guess, a part in that.
No, that's true. Absolutely. And then you also got to remember, like I feel like you could either take a certain event in a past relationship and go two directions. You could either run from it and say, I'm never going to deal with this person ever again. Or I'm going to carry it on, like you mentioned, baggage, and now it's going to affect you in your future relationships, which I don't think it ever works out that way. I don't think you should ever do that.
Yeah.
Like you can learn and then move on and know, like that was a lesson as opposed to something I need to carry.
Yeah, a lot of people do carry with them.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
They just keep carrying it.
We all have shit that we deal with. Like you either carry it or you
drop the baggage.
And us as men, it's messed up because we might, like if we're in a new relationship and we do something small, whatever, we don't respond to a text as fast as you like it. Just because the last guy was MIA during text, you take it out on us like, yo, why don't you text? And we're like,
and now you either gotta eat it, one, or two, you gotta be like, all right, you know what? Let's talk about this. And talking about it might not even be the best thing. You know, like either way, it's gonna be hard as shit. So.
So I think you gotta be able to leave that stuff alone and not carry it with you. And I think a lot of jealousy in new relationships like stem from that. For real.
Yeah.
They don't know how to let go of shit.
Definitely. But where does the line like is drawn with jealousy? Like in a relationship, for example, the way your woman dresses, does it bother you if she's too sexual in her way that she dresses, like showing a lot?
It depends if I'm with her.
Yeah, if you're with her, yeah.
I don't give a shit. Like, show it to you. I don't give a fuck. Like, whatever.
Really?
Nah, because I'm with her. Like,
okay.
And I know all right, so if you're walking with a girl, she's bad. Do you get angry when when men look at your girl?
No.
Yeah, I don't.
The reason is it's literally we're going to the same place. After that, we're going home together.
Exactly.
Exactly. We're going home together at the end of the night. You know, have your fun. whatever you want to do.
Right.
You know, it is what
Right.
it is.
And I also understand, like, for women, it's you want to feel sexy sometimes, and you go maybe going out and you want to show a little skin or whatever.
But what if she's
there.
not with you? What if she goes to the club with all her girls and she's going
Right.
real sexy?
Right.
Because I've heard this with guys, like in a relationship, they're cool with the way they go out, whatever the girl wants to dress like when they're with the guy. But if he's not there, he
They have
feels
an
a
issue.
different
Then who
way.
you trying to
Agree with
impress?
that?
Right.
Yep, you agree with that.
So you do agree with
Who
that?
you trying to impress?
Do you agree with that?
I'll be like, baby girl, who you going?
Like, who you trying to bag right now? I understand you want to
Okay.
be sexy with your girls. All right, so you have to like. So there are instances where you have them. Let's say you have a man, you have a husband or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going out with the girls. Why are you dressing sexy for? For yourself, or are you trying to possibly bag something later?
Well, obviously, if you're in a relationship, you're not, the right thing would be you're not trying to bag anybody. You're just
Yeah, that would be the
looking
right
sexy
thing. Yeah.
because
Go
you
out
just want to be
looking-
sexy.
Listen,
feeling good with
I
your
just
girls.
want to know if you're gonna put your left hand up and sing all the single ladies together with
Yeah,
your own.
that's what I'm
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, look, that's
Yeah,
the
exactly.
point.
Well,
Yeah.
just singing. I don't think that's a problem.
Listen.
My hand always goes up.
When they put those hands up, all the single ladies.
See, and then I'm
Yeah.
home, and my box is watching TV like, what you doing?
She's over there like, oh, single lady.
And I'm sitting there like, and then it also depends on how late you get home. Because like, who knows? Like, you out here looking sexy. Who knows if you're doing right by me? And obviously, if you're looking sexy going out, you're gonna get hollered at.
Yeah.
Okay. But are you the type that, okay, she gets dressed up,
Right.
she's going out with her girls.
Right.
Before she leaves the house, are you already asking her what time you'll be back?
Yeah. Do you do that shit? Because that shit is mad
No,
annoying.
I don't do that.
Mad fucking
Because I'm
annoying.
not your parent. I'm not gonna give you a curfew, so I'm not doing that. But I hope in your mind you know like what's too late though.
I mean, I know.
4
like-
o'clock.
Yeah,
That's
like,
when the
I
club
go out-
closes.
I go out. I know, like when we go out. Well, you already know. Like it could be 4 o'clock. They're kicking us out. We going to the diner.
Yeah, we're gonna go eat.
If you come, wow, so you go to the diner, which means you're not getting home till 6.
5:30.
Yeah,
6
5:36.
o'clock,
I
yeah.
think
We've done
6:30 is like the cutoff for
And
me
you're-
if
and-
I have a man and he's trying to go out.
And he wasn't
Now,
there?
if you get home at 12 and 11 a.m., then we're gonna have a problem.
12 and 11 a.m.
It's happened to me before.
Like the next morning.
Yeah.
You mean noon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's wild.
Then
right there.
you're gonna have a problem.
But you said 4 o'clock is fine.
4 to 6:30 a.m. I feel like that's fine because
4 in the
after
morning.
you
You
may
come
want to
home
go
to your man?
eat.
Or your man to come home to
Yeah,
you.
No,
my
we talking
man
about the
come.
women.
Yeah.
I'm talking about my man
Look.
coming home.
Oh, if I go out with my girls and we out till 4, we're gonna go eat. Like, don't be
Yeah,
asking me,
we're
oh,
hungry.
what the fuck? I'm eating, nigga.
Yeah, we're starving. We drank all
Yeah.
And
night.
you gonna let me lay in that bed all alone?
Yeah, you'll be there when I get home. What the
No,
fuck?
I'm not gonna be there. Man.
You gonna be on the couch.
It's like,
That's what men find to do, like try to find to do shit. Like we're like, shit, I'm gonna go do the lawn or something.
really?
You know what
At
they
5 in
do?
the morning.
You know what they do? They
What?
fucking lay there, and then the minute you walk in, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out.
Really?
Shit. I gotta go. I ain't so, you
I
fast?
gotta go
No.
now.
It's
No.
6:30 in the morning. What you doing? Going to work?
Nah,
Like-
listen, I'm not gonna give you a curfew, but I would hope that you would come home in a reasonable hour.
So what
Yeah,
is
that kinda sounds
reasonable?
fatherly, but I'm
What's a
sorry.
reasonable hour, preach?
This nigga
Look at him,
thinking
he's
2
like-
a.m.
I don't know why y'all laughing.
2 a.m.?
What's
That's
so
like
funny?
an early dinner, not clubbing
What the fuck is so- I
after.
don't understand.
Yeah.
What is
That's
what's
so
so funny?
funny. 2
2
a.m.
Where you guys going? You tell me where y'all going.
We're going to dinner. Then after that, we're going to the club. We're
We're
gonna be
going to Delancey.
drinking.
You go to dinner.
Hanging
and then-
out.
Delancey.
Well, we're leaving like early because we're gonna go eat. Then we're gonna go to the club, and
Y'all
then
gonna be full and tired. Y'all ain't gonna. Y'all won't.
then we're going to the diner after.
You gonna go to diner after y'all ate?
After no, we ate at 7.
Yeah, but that's
We ate
still-
at
that's
8.
early, though. That's
Oh,
crazy.
so basically, you can't go out to dinner with your girls. You got to meet them at the club, and you only get 2 hours.
And then you get 2
Come on,
hours.
you could get at the club at like 9. Get to the club
No,
at 9.
really? That shit was
You get
like-
to the club at
Club
9.
set up.
You leave at
Don't work,
12.
don't work.
You have to put the lights up. Yeah, you
Come
can
on, you get to the
Alright,
club
so
at
you
12,
got a little
1.
jealous tendency,
Nah, I'm not.
you know?
Listen, I'm not gonna be jealous. All
What?
right.
That's not jealous?
Look
I'm
at
not
you.
that-
You're.
I'm-
I can see you.
Nigga sweating thinking about it.
Nah, I'm not gonna be jealous. I'm just gonna be like, I'm not gonna. It's not. Listen, I'm not gonna. It's not gonna bother me. Okay.
It is bothering.
I'm gonna
you.
be mute for like a good 5 hours though. Like when you get
5
and you-
hours.
First off, you're gonna come home and you're gonna smell Rica liquor and cologne because you've been dancing with niggas.
Take a
I'm
Well,
shower.
I don't
Take
think
a
you.
shower.
I wouldn't be
First
dancing
thing.
with
No,
guys.
no. Because if you take a shower, that means you fuck. Don't take a shower when you get home.
You're gonna be sweaty, of
I don't
course.
care. I want
listen.
the sweaty. I want the sweaty cooch. Nah, I don't want. Because if you
You're-
shower
So
after,
he's jealous on the low.
nah. If you get home and you
You're
immediately
No. Wait. So if they meet up with you, you smell them first, and then they take a shower. That's cool though.
So
They
wait a minute.
should.
This is
But why
getting
do you
me.
have to smell them?
Yeah. What are you?
Nah.
That's jealousy.
Like
times-
down there? You're
No,
smelling
not
it?
down.
Nah, not down there.
I'm
Where
just
you
talking
at?
about-
Making sure it
when-
doesn't smell like latex.
when you-
Man,
Listen, all I'm saying is that if you're out in a club or you just dancing with your girl, well, these days, yeah, they're you. Like,
Yeah, we don't want to dance with no guys. I don't want no guys
Yeah, when
touching
we
me.
hang out, we
I never
dance
wanna
like
dance
with
with
each
no
other.
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll dance with guys.
No.
Couple dances, y'all dance.
They don't
with
even
guys.
know how to dance.
Wow.
First of all,
First of all, unless it's like a bachata club, like they have merengue, and then I'm
Nah, I
ready
want you home at 1. If
to
that's
do
the
a
case,
bachata
some
dance
ladies-
real
do you hear
quick.
him? You gotta be home at one.
Maybe moving way too. Nah, listen, I can bachata myself, but I ain't trying to. Nah, I need to chill
So
out.
that's some jealousy.
It's not jealousy. It's just.
What do you call that?
Yeah.
I call it concern.
You concerned?
That's what I call it.
So what are the early signs of a jealous partner? That right there.
That is not fair.
Week one. Week one.
If you're asking me before I leave, oh, what time are you gonna be back? Right?
Yeah.
Or if you're telling me I gotta be back at a certain time, there's a little issue.
No, well, where are we in the relationship? If it's like
You're living together, let's say. You're together, you're living together. You're not even married, but you're living together. That's pretty serious.
here's the signs. Like if I see you, let's say I pick you up from work, and one of the people you're walking out the building with is a guy, you'd be like, who's that? Who are you talking to? Or if you always constantly feel like you're being interrogated, that's like that sign where it's like, yo, fam, like, you need
Yeah.
to stop worrying about who's who and like you're
Yeah.
mad at me for talking to this person, but I'm always with you. So what are you jealous about? Those are the signs, in my opinion.
Because in that jealous person's head, like, well, what the fuck are you guys talking about
Right,
when I'm
exactly.
not around?
Right.
I have
Right,
I
you
have
always feel
one.
attacked, basically.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if they're asking you for the passcode, the password of your phone?
Oh,
That's
no.
a problem.
Oh,
No.
Like you're in
No.
deep in a relationship, but now they want the passcode. I don't think so.
If you
know
check
about that.
if you check your significant other's phone, you're a jealous person. Why
I've
check
done
my phone?
that.
Why you
Am
check
I
my phone?
jealous? I just wanted to see what was up. What was
All right, now
happening.
you know what they say though. When you look for something,
You may find.
I mean, okay, so just understand.
That sucks though that you actually can find something.
No, don't look at my phone. You won't find anything.
But I'm talking
Look
like
at my
if you're in a
fingerprint.
very serious relationship and you're like little once in a while, just
No.
take a peek.
No.
No.
Yeah, but you won't know. That's what I'm
There's
trying to
never
say.
been a thought in my mind to look
I know when
at
somebody
in my
looks at my phone.
significant other's phone.
Yeah.
Never.
No.
Never been a thought in my mind.
You checking phones?
No,
How about emails?
that was late. That was obviously that was because I already thought something
Yeah.
was going on. So
Right.
that's the only time that I ever looked at the email. Usually I just sign off.
Right.
Well, if you
I
do
know
attempt
his
to
thing,
do
I would
email, you know
sign
you're
off.
guilty. Let's put it like that. Email.
Hell, yes.
Yeah.
Email. Come on now.
But like I said, it's also depending on what you know of the person. Like, if you know that guy was I don't want to say player, but if he's been around before and
Yeah.
then you guys got serious, and you know all the stories already, so in your mind you're like, what if I'm like the next story? So yeah, you end up being suspicious. Don't look through my phone. That's all I'm saying.
But what if there's signs?
You're not even responding to text messages, so yeah.
Exactly. I'm good.
All right.
I'm solid.
What are the signs that you look for before looking through their phone? Let me hear this.
Oh.
Okay,
What
so
are the
they're
signs?
late. For example,
Okay.
like you went out with your homies and then you come home at 11:30 a.m. and you tell me that you fell asleep in the car. and you're
Sounds
like,
very
what?
personal. It sounds very personal.
It is very personal. It happened.
Okay.
So
Wow.
then that is definitely a reason, like, you shouldn't be getting home at this time. That definitely
That's
doesn't.
mad guilty.
There's something going on. You definitely didn't sleep in the car. And if it happened again, once, twice, 3 times, then definitely I'm gonna figure out what the hell's going on.
Like,
Yeah.
That's like I'm
Or
terrible.
preachers.
No, just come late from the club.
Well,
Like, you're
I
coming
fell
late.
asleep at the studio.
That's fine. That's perfect. Because it does happen.
I was
do
working
fall
late.
asleep. Yeah,
I was
absolutely.
very late.
Happened the other day. I fall asleep sometimes. I have
Yeah.
YouTube
But that's
TV.
what I'm saying. Like,
How
how
many
do you
times are you gonna
believe that?
fall asleep in an Uber? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
The Uber's gonna charge me for that. So I gotta make sure I get that.
See, I'm gonna have an issue if you constantly falling asleep, DK, in the studio.
Why?
You know what I mean? Why can't you
Yeah.
just come home and sleep in bed with me?
Because there's a lot of work I'm doing.
Oh yeah.
What
Can
kind
I
of
take
work?
a break? There's editing. Well, there's editing. There's scheduling. There's a
Okay.
whole bunch of stuff.
Okay, so while you're working all night and scheduling, editing, and falling asleep at the studio, I'm gonna be at the club bumping and grinding with my
No,
friends.
that's all right. No, you. Yeah.
Well,
you
again,
good.
it depends
I
what kind of
don't see
relationship you
nothing
have.
wrong.
If this is just if you're just dating, that's fine.
Also, I'm so one of the signs. What's wrong with me? One of the signs I was told actually was, and they noticed this about me. I always turn my phone down.
I never turn. You see my phone?
I feel that's a sign.
Yeah, I've been told.
Do
Like,
you?
Like,
Is your phone
But
down?
you're single. You're single.
Yeah, I'm saying.
They're
My
like,
shit is always up. I don't
Listen,
care.
if my man's phone is like this, I am gonna be like,
All the
what are you
time?
trying to hide? What's going on? His phone better be
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
but
this.
what happens if you just throw it on the bed?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. But if your phone is always like
nah,
this,
like some guys are.
Yeah, that means you
intentional,
don't want me to see something.
there's something
No, I
going
just
on.
happen to turn my phone down.
I'm gonna look at that like you trying to hide something.
No, of course not.
There are deeper things than that. Even if the phone is up, ladies, like this,
Mhm.
and they never get a notification ever, that means that their
They're
notifications are off.
No, that means they're only committed to you.
No, that means that the notifications are
That's
off.
not true.
Therefore,
That's
no
false.
notifications
That is
come
false.
into the phone.
That's absolutely.
I
false.
feel
Why?
like that's a paranoia.
That's paranoia.
Yeah, that's paranoia.
No, those are little things that I notice.
Who
I'm not
wrote-
gonna even say anything if I don't think there's anything going on. But I am. Women are very. We notice
Jealous,
everything. We're observant.
Another
We
thing I
observe
noticed is that
everything.
if we take a call and we get up from
And
where we are-
leave?
yeah,
Yeah,
That's kind of.
That's-
I have to do that though because I get business calls, so I can't.
That's a good one though. You got a great fucking cover.
that makes no sense.
At
Why
any
can't you
time
have that
it's a
big phone
business
call
call.
here?
Yeah, excuse me. Hey, yeah, I gotta leave. Can't be having ruckus in my
Why?
ear.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I do. I can't have ruckus in my ear. I gotta make sure I could.
And he's
focus
bitching
on-
about us
You know
being
what?
at the club.
No,
and
no,
his
no.
ass is on the
I'm taking
phone
these
all
calls
hours
at
of the
3
day.
p.m. I'm taking these calls right next to you. So I'm
What
not.
about at 3 a.m. and you pick
No, I'm sleeping with you.
Time out. See,
We
look.
like that.
The only time I see that is weird if it's you and the significant other. If you at the club or a bar,
Right.
then I understand. Yo, I
Yeah.
gotta take this.
Mhm.
Boom.
Yeah.
But if you buy, you and your shorty,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a different story. I don't
Something's
know.
wrong.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I ain't never had a business before, so let's put it like that.
What other signs?
I
What
think-
did they tell you about your clothing? Like I said earlier, like, oh, you can't wear that. Oh, I don't
Oh,
like you
I
wearing
tell the girl
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't like
from
you
the
wearing that
jump.
mini skirt.
I don't like anybody
I don't
telling me
care.
what to do. You
No,
already know.
Yeah, I
this.
don't like
Okay.
I don't like that either.
No.
I'm me, and that's it.
'Cause I'm grabbing her butt in public anyway.
Okay.
In fact,
Yeah, so you don't know, like, it doesn't even matter. I'm gonna be on the A train, I'm grabbing your butt. If you're on 40 seconds, I'm grabbing
So what if you have like a male friend? Like for example, I have a male friend
Mm.
and I have a man, and my man tells me that
Mm.
he doesn't want me to be like friends with
How
him
close are you
anymore.
to this? Is a really good topic. Okay, now, how long have you known this male friend?
Let's say 10 years.
Yeah, ever fucked?
We never fucked. We're just
'Cause I'm
friends.
gonna ask you that. I'm gonna ask.
He's
you.
gonna ask that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Mm,
No,
definitely ask
just
that.
friends.
Nothing's ever happened.
Nothing's
Probably,
ever happened?
yeah. Probably he hit on me at the beginning. Never anything. Nothing ever
Oh.
happened.
So he's
Guys
always,
are always
he's
gonna hit
time
on
out.
you,
Go ahead, go
though.
ahead.
Nah. They
That's-
always been around. They always been plotting. That's what
He's
it
in the
is.
friend zone.
There
He's
you
gonna
go.
get out the fucking
Yep.
friend zone.
That's
The whole
exactly
time?
what it
The
is.
whole-
Yep.
Yo.
They've
Guys?
been plotting for it could be 10 years, it
Yes.
could be 20 years.
Absolutely.
You could be gray haired.
Yes.
They are still trying to
They
get
still
that.
hoping.
That's what it is.
One day.
Yep.
Like, yo.
Really?
fuck,
Exactly.
Shit, I'm sitting here thinking of all the people I have friends
No.
I
with.
have a lot of
Yep.
male friends, Cindy.
They waiting.
Yep.
They waiting for
What the
that.
fuck? They
Has
been
that-
waiting.
They wait for that one night. Y'all have wine, and you just look at them like,
But
I'ma just-
every
I'ma just
guy
give it
is
up,
like
man.
that.
Huh?
There must be like maybe a percentage out there that is not like that.
if that male friend is gay, I don't care.
Really?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh.
So what do you do in that? What do you do, Sin?
It
If
depends
your
on how
man
close y'all are.
of 1 year and a half tells you that he doesn't want you to be friends with
I'm
your.
not giving
with-
up my friend.
Whoa. Now, what are the things you're doing with your friend, though? Are you seeing, like, how often are you communicating with this friend?
What if
Because
I'm only
naturally,
seeing him like once a month or something?
Yeah,
Like,
and
we
you
just catch up.
texting.
Because
Or
naturally-
he
you know-
talks to me about girls that he's with or his girlfriend or whatever. Like, what's the big deal?
no, I have no problem with it then. Guess what? Then he's going to be my friend, too. So, you know
Okay.
what? Yeah, he's going to be my friend, too.
I feel like if I have a friend and I introduce him to you,
Yeah, he's
and
my
I'm like,
friend.
hey, this is my man.
Right.
Now we all know.
Yeah.
Now you're meeting him. He's your
Right.
friend now
Right.
too.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
I'm not hiding. I have nothing to hide.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying. But you're also not, you're not going to movies together with him.
What if you do? Because you're friends.
No.
Now there's some
Why you gotta go to
outings,
movies with me?
there's some
Well-
outings that are intimate, and there's
Yeah,
some
yeah,
outings that you
exactly.
could do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I'm sorry, nah, like you're not.
What if we watched every episode of every fucking Star Wars movie that's ever come out?
Oh no, go ahead, rock out. I can't.
And we
lie.
want to go see it.
Or
And you're not
Harry
into
Potter.
it.
I'm not. Yo, no, I'm not. That I'll have no problem with. Like I was.
But
into
that's my friend, and I tell you, I'm going to the
No,
8
if y'all
o'clock
both-
showing, and after it finishes at 10:30, why don't you meet us?
Yeah, as long as like anytime I
Alright.
do contact
Yeah.
you, all right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Anytime I do contact you,
You
between
know
that
exactly
time,
where I'm at.
right?
You know what time I'm gonna be done, and you're meeting me after.
But like,
Yeah,
yo,
that's perfect. Okay,
yo,
no,
how-
that's fine. Absolutely.
Yo, what's good? How you doing?
Yeah, and as long as you
Boom,
contact me
hit me
back,
back,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then it's all good.
Yeah.
To be
So
honest,
there are
yeah.
conditions in order for you to have this friend.
But
Yeah, but
Seems
yeah.
like it.
listen,
You can't disagree with that though, because if
Yeah.
you
Oh, yeah.
are with a man, your
Absolutely.
man has
Yeah.
a friend.
I wouldn't
with
say
a
that.
friend.
Absolutely not.
I wouldn't
You
say that
know
was
it ain't
jealousy.
happening.
Why not?
With me,
I have a lot
no.
of I have a lot
But
of
he-
friends that are female.
He's
Sorry,
had
it's
a
not
female
happening.
friend for 10
Whoa, whoa.
years before you came along.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just a friend. Like, imagine if it's an ex-girl and now you
But
want to
that's-
still be friends
that's
with her.
different.
No. I have female friends that
Do
I
you have
haven't-
ex-girlfriends that are still friends with you?
Ye-
That you'll not give up when you
You're
when,
not
if
about
you're
to say that.
that if you're in a relationship, you're not gonna give them up.
Listen, we need some editing, Steve.
I know.
Roll the tape
No.
back.
It's gonna sound very bad. I'm just not gonna tell you. I still talk to them.
How about you, Matt? Do you have ex-girlfriends that you're friends with that you love, and that if you have a girlfriend, you're not gonna give them up, but they're ex-girlfriends,
Yeah, I have one. That's it.
and you're not gonna give her up
No.
if you have a new girl in your life, even if she
Nah,
tells you to.
nah.
Nah.
I
I
can't
have
live with
one.
that.
I have one, and that's it.
Now, Matt.
But you see, a woman will ask you why. Why are you
'Cause that's
friends
my
with
friend.
her?
That's the homie.
But you
Like,
fucked her.
So
Who knows
what?
how many times?
But we're not fucking now.
But now you have a problem if you're sitting there fucking thinking about.
I have
all the
a
times
problem
he's
with
fucked
it.
Her.
No,
He's
but
not
he,
fucking
but
her,
if
now
he,
he's fucking
but
you.
if he introduces her to
Obviously,
you,
but-
why would you care?
What do you mean? Why would I care?
If I'm introducing
Nah, that's
Why
probably
would
the worst
you
thing. That's the
care?
worst thing that you probably could do.
introducing it
Absolutely, because
Oh.
that's a sign. That, I feel like that's more of a disrespect.
That's very disrespectful
to the woman. That
to
you
the
with.
new girl that
Yeah,
you're with.
absolutely.
But
Why?
hold on, but if you're trying to be transparent and you're trying to be as honest as possible, and this is a friend,
Maybe I
Absolutely.
need therapy, but I don't want that.
why? Because so you're not gonna be cordial and be respectful and say,
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna probably be cordial because that's just my nature. I'm
Right.
not a
Well,
I'm not
then
a
be happy.
fighter.
Right.
I'm not, but I'm not gonna like it.
I'm
I
not gonna
mean,
want you hanging out with this girl like. on
or
the regular.
talking to her twice a week.
Can I still communicate
You
with her
know?
though?
Absolutely not.
For what?
That's a problem.
Unless you really have to.
I'm sorry,
Are
I'm
you
just
still
have a
tied to her in
problem.
some way?
Like that's the homie. Like that's a friend.
All right, so
I
what,
you know what? I
what
do
if-
have somebody like that. Like,
what if that was
let me ask
elementary
you,
school
if you-
girlfriend?
If you already had something with that person, are you still plotting?
no. Nah, I don't think so.
Roll the tapes. Roll
I
the
mean,
tapes.
I think that like some people, some women may be very mature and maybe are okay with that.
Sure.
I'm just saying personally myself,
Yeah.
I'm not okay with that. I'm not cool with it
Yeah. No,
because I'm not gonna be friends with my ex-boyfriend and then like introduce you
gonna have a problem.
guys.
I'll even
and-
give you I'll give you a perfect example. I was with a girl for 4 years. The first year we got together, she was still friends with her ex. So much so, and maybe I was young and dumb at the time, and she was telling me like, I'm gonna go to the movies with her ex-boyfriend,
That's weird.
and I used to be like, all right, whatever. 'Cause I'm that.
But in a group or them
no,
together
it was just them
alone?
together, and I was like, oh, okay. And
Sorry.
no, but I was,
Yo, he was like.
no, I would spaz out. Because she would tell me either during or after the fact, and I'd be like, "Yo, why wouldn't you tell me that?" And she was like, "No, we just friends." And here's the
Oh,
problem,
she
though.
didn't tell you during, like when it was
No,
going to happen.
here's the
Alright.
problem, though, and here's a really important part of jealousy that messes it up is when you have co-signers doing it. So I would confront her about it, but then her friends would be like, "Oh no, I believe us. Like they're just friends. Like they are just friends. Like don't take."
Now you got a
it."
third party basically, like
Right,
yo, in
they're
your
co-signing
head.
her, and I'm like,
Okay.
I know y'all telling me this, trying to
But
calm
then
her.
again, those are her friends.
Exactly.
They're not your
Exactly.
friends.
Exactly.
So of course they're gonna have her back.
And come to find out, she was cheating on.
She was fucking him?
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
she used to keep her phone upside down? Nah.
No, I have a crazy story. So
What?
my phone broke, and so I asked her if I could borrow her phone. This when when you could just switch SIM cards or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was borrowing her phone for a week, and in her phone, for whatever reason, it told me to look at her calendar. I don't know. The bitch was dumb. So she would log.
Why would you look at her calendar? You had an intuition thing.
I don't know what it was. It's just
Yeah.
maybe, but something told me to look into
your
it.
intuition.
I look at her calendar and all these notes about met up with him, had a good time. A week, another 2 days.
Weird.
Yeah, very weird.
In the calendar.
Another two days afterwards, had sex with him, really good. And then I'm looking at the week, and I'm like, I was in Philadelphia that week.
Oh.
Wow.
So I was.
Why
and
is she taking notes?
She was a lemon head. Like I don't know what the.
Who
fuck
does that?
She was
The
a
I see on the
lemon-
calendar. Like, the
Yo,
calendar.
yeah.
You keeping notes of you cheating?
Right, usually
Here's
you
the
say
problem.
birthdays.
But
on
here's
the
the
calendar.
problem.
You
I
say,
confront her about it. I break up with her. I can tell you, we were at the Sony store. I don't know if you guys remember
I remember the
the
Sony
Sony store at 50 something street.
Yeah.
I'm literally like, no, it's over. Get out my face. All her friends was like, and I'd gotten a good rapport with her friends. They were like, yo, we can't explain it, but at least hear her out. And she was promising, begging that she didn't do anything. I'm like, yo, you wrote it down.
Yeah.
Like, you wrote it the fuck down like an idiot. Like, so I'm out of here. And she's literally chasing me down 50th Street, like, yo, please don't leave. No, I can't do that. I need you, blah, blah, blah. And her friends were co-signing it. So sometimes you got to be careful where, like I mentioned,
Wow.
watch the people that are, like, co-signing that stupid shit, because they might be looking at it like, oh, we thought she was cool. When in reality, she was a bitch.
right, yeah, they only heard what she told them.
Exactly.
That's basically what it was.
But that could have drove me to be a person that I'm glad I never turned into. I could have been like always checking every girl's phone afterwards, like, yo, let me see your calendar right now.
Right. Right.
And they would have been like,
That's
that's
a
weird
fucking
shit.
meeting.
Yeah, they're like, for
Done.
what? Like, you know the date? Like, get the fuck out of here. But it could. But I just
Oh
I
my
just
God.
learned from that. I was like, nah, you never. Do
But that's
that.
probably what she was thinking. You would never look at her calendar, so I could just
I
write.
guess maybe.
this.
But who keeps notes like that's
I don't-
stupid? Like,
I understand.
Well, you were in Philadelphia. She was definitely horny and she needed some dick. So
It was a
she-
week.
You still don't
She
put
had
that on the
somebody-
calendar.
I was a
I'm
boyfriend.
trying
Like,
to
what
be a
is-
devil's
It
advocate.
was only a fucking week.
Right,
Let's
like,
masturbate. Like
word, like.
what in the
How
fuck?
how long ago was this? Were you in
No,
your
this is
20s?
this is early 20s. Yeah. This is like
Okay,
a long
because you
time.
do stupid shit in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
20s.
It was dumb shit. It was like ridiculously.
Sometimes you do stupid shit, you know? I'm sorry.
No, I'm good. I've been. I'm taking calendars. I'm good.
Can jealousy ever be healthy though?
A little, I think so.
I don't think so.
There's I feel like there's circumstances, like if we're not talking about relationship,
Yeah.
sports, jealousy is perfect because you're like, I'm jealous that this guy is
Oh,
strong.
it drives you, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
it drives
Yeah.
you to be a better self. But in the relationships, fuck no.
I say no.
No.
I say no. I mean, I understand
No.
what he's saying. I say no just because, like, that usually drives people to do things they regret or, like, worse, like suicide and shit. Like, it does really drive. And they try so hard to really fit a mold that they've seen on Instagram or whatever, and it fucks them up. And then so I
Yeah.
don't know if it's ever healthy. I would use a different word when you use it in the terms of sports. It's more of a motivation,
Right.
more of an aspiration. Like, I see what this person's doing, I respect it, so I want to get there.
Right.
When you say jealousy, I'm like,
But in a relationship,
No.
No.
There's never
No.
there's never
Never.
there's
Never.
never
a little bit. I think so. I'm
Maybe
gonna
great makeup sex.
I'm
Other
gonna
than
say a
that,
little
yeah.
bit. It's
Right.
good. A little bit.
I
Yeah.
don't- Why do you say it's healthy?
Makeup sex.
Well,
It's,
yeah,
it's
well-
always good and it's the best.
I feel like if you're jealous to your counterpart, then the woman, or like if you're jealous towards your woman a little bit, they kind of be like, all right, he kind of cares about me, but
Yeah.
that's like that's not really what love's
Just
about.
a little.
You know what I mean?
I like a
No,
little
that's-
bit.
Nah, that's not what it's
Well,
about.
you like it because so you
Just a little. I don't
Does it
like
stroke
it
your
where it
ego?
gets crazy.
That's
I am
exactly
not
what it is.
into that.
because you just kind of
It's the
strokes your
ego
ego.
thing.
It strokes your ego. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured,
Of
yeah.
course.
It's the ego
Just
thing.
a little.
I took, we put up a little poll
Mhm.
on Blunted's IG story.
Mhm.
We put up a little quote: "A little jealousy in a relationship is healthy. It's nice to know someone's afraid to lose you." So the poll was, do you agree or disagree? And 64% agree with that.
But the key word there was a little. Remember what I told
Yes.
you? A little jealousy.
A little jealousy.
That's the key word.
Yeah, but there's a fine line.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a real
64%
fine line.
agreed.
Yeah, well,
That's a little-
because
yeah,
women,
that's a
we're
little
crazy. We're crazy. We're all over the
Can
place.
we see how much is women to men
Right,
on that?
right,
That
right,
I would
right,
like
right.
to see.
Damn,
how-
yeah,
that-
you didn't
I
see
would
that.
like to see that poll.
Because men, I don't think men.
Definitely
like
more
that.
women on that
No.
poll.
Yeah, I don't think men don't invite that. Like
Mm-mm.
we don't. Nah, we don't want that smoke.
I think it was
Facts.
3 women,
Right.
1 guy. that voted at the time. So there was a guy there that.
So it's just one
And
guy.
I don't know, man. That's tough. I can't. I see what you're saying. Just because, because you know, it kind of makes you feel good. Like, oh yeah, I don't know somebody you still do like me, huh?
Yeah.
That could be jealousy or possessiveness.
Right.
Okay, but
A little possessiveness is not bad. I'm saying from my part,
Okay.
I could be possessive.
Okay.
You can't.
is being jealous though? Is
Wow.
being jealous a sign of somebody being unfaithful? Just because they get jealous, does that mean that they're cheating?
Yes.
Because some people are fucking cheating, and then they don't want you doing the same shit to them.
But they feel like they would act the way that they think. Like if they're cheating, they're gonna act out on it and think that you're the one that's cheating, or put that shit on you, the pressure on you.
Yeah, because back in the day, it was
It
like, a player
happens.
doesn't like to get played.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
I see
pimp,
what you're
though.
saying.
Yeah. So it's like if me, like if I'm dating you,
Right.
I was gonna say Matt, but that's weird.
Right. Right.
That would be weird.
He used to date my daughter.
Okay.
So, I'm dating you,
Okay.
or whatever the case is. Now I'm cheating. So not only do
Then
you
you come
same
home
shit,
at like 6 in the morning. Exactly.
I'm like, on you constantly.
Or checking your
because
phone all
I
the
don't want you
time.
to do the same shit to me because I know that I'm doing it.
Oh yeah, I would have to leave. I wouldn't stay in that relationship.
Yeah, that's toxic
No,
as shit.
it's
That's
not
toxic
good.
as fuck. Like no, because every minute you're asking me where I'm at. Like
But does that mean that I'm cheating though? Just because I'm asking you, like, then
If
I'm
you
It
know
could-
for
it
sure
could-
that you're
No,
not
I think
cheating,
you've
then
been
I'm
cheated
gonna
on
think
before.
something's
Right,
going
yeah,
on.
you probably went through a toxic relationship that fucked you up.
And I would tell you, we would have to sit down and say, do not make me pay for previous mistakes on somebody else's end.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna keep doing that, it's not gonna work.
Just go fucking sleep in the studio, please. Don't come home tonight.
No, I feel like no. Obviously, you haven't been able to let something go. It's just that
True.
simple.
Right.
You know.
Look at Eve.
There's
Eve's
some
learning
issues.
something. She's like, true. She got all these little thoughts.
But my thing is, I know if you're cheating because like if you don't have a routine, relationships you figure out a routine with the other person. Like, all right, they get off of work at this, they go here.
Yeah.
Sometimes they always check in when they leave work. When they get to the gym, they let me know. They'll text me, I'm on my way home, so on and so forth. So, but if there's like gaps in between
Yeah.
It's
communication,
the unknown.
yeah, like if there's certain gaps and I haven't heard from you in
7 hours.
right,
Whatever.
and I've been hitting you up and you haven't responded, and there's more of those, then I have
Yeah.
suspicions. Naturally, but
Yeah.
I would have my suspicions.
But
you
I-
can't be that fucking busy.
Right, exactly. And if we're
Well,
serious about each other, yeah,
yeah.
we make time.
When you're
absolutely.
not talking to your significant other, like
Mhm.
Cindy said this to me, then you're definitely talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When that kind of declines, like you always talking, but then now you're not, something's going
You're
on. You're
talking to
talking to
somebody
somebody else.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know,
Without a doubt.
you're talking to somebody else. You're not talking to me. You're talking to somebody else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There's
Right.
another interest, you know, like your interest is something else. What the fuck you interested in? It's not fucking volleyball,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
Something's up.
And and I always feel like, and I don't know if y'all believe this, I think like you feel it. I think you do feel like, something's not right.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Intuition, gut, whatever
Yeah,
you want to
yeah,
call it, it
yeah.
really
It's true.
It's true. It's true.
And sometimes you want to like run away from it and it keeps catching you. Like you kind of want to run away from it. And then because I've been in a situation where the relationship got so toxic, I could feel it in my bones when I got when we were together.
Right.
So I think that that's definitely true. Like you can feel it. And when you're not paying attention to it and you just let it go and let it go, you're going to keep feeling it. Your
you
body's going to let you know
Denial.
like
No, you're
there's
definitely
something
feeling it.
wrong.
When you go against your intuition, you do feel
It's
it.
denial. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
literally eating you out.
It could give you
Not like that,
anxiety, all
but
types of
it's
shit.
eating
Do
you
you
up.
guys usually, in all three, do y'all carry previous situations to new situations?
No.
You leave them behind?
Everything is a different
Yeah.
different taste, you know.
I mean, we can all
Yeah,
sit
see that?
here.
There you go.
We can all sit here and say like, nah, we don't. But come on, maybe a little bit.
Nah.
I don't think
I
so.
cannot trust a person fully, 100%. Just
Because
in
other people-
general.
But
No.
that's
Like,
because of something that's happened to
Been
you
before.
before.
I mean, and I've given it my all, and I'm there,
Right.
but I cannot give you 100% of my trust.
Can't.
There's always like when you give yourself completely, like
So
I
you
don't know.
so you think you'll never get to a point where you could?
But
where
you're not really
but-
giving yourself completely. Then.
I mean,
Yeah, it's literally
99.9%.
you scared of
There's
giving
still that
100.
little tiny bit that I'm like,
But that's a fear.
Yeah. You're scared of giving
That's a
100% to somebody because you're scared to get
Because
fucked
you think
over.
they're gonna do something to you. That
So you're
you
always
Well,
gonna,
they may.
You're
'cause
always gonna have that little bit of fear.
just that
no matter
tiny.
what.
Not as. I don't even.
The more,
I don't even think about it, preach. Like I'm not ever thinking about it. Like, oh my God, what if he? But
Right.
I always think like, I'm not gonna be 100% like. You could be lying to me. Like people lie. We say so many fucking lies in a day that, and then when I catch you in a lie, then now I'm like, so how many other fucking lies did you tell me? You know what I
Oh,
mean?
you do that?
So now you revamp
So, of
on
course.
all the years.
I've seen
Yeah,
girls-
because if it's a big lie and we had an argument about it and you lied, and now I'm like, okay, so how many fucking lies did you tell me then?
I've seen situations where girls get pissed off about little white lies, and you take it to the inside. Like you lie about where you are in your destination or whatever, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're lying about that. What else have you lied about?" And they'll make that into a fight.
Because there's no reason to lie. Just say the truth. Because now you don't have to be catching up
Mm.
to your lies. You know what I mean?
Right, so
But I'm
you
just
gotta
lying
keep
about
going
where
with
I'm at.
lies.
I'm not exiting.
And you're gonna forget that lie. So when I bring it back up in a year from now, because I'll never
Why
forget
are you
it.
holding it on?
Then you lie, and then I'm like, oh, but you said this other thing. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
dude, just
stop
don't
remembering
lie.
shit.
But would you agree with me, Cindy, that you should just shouldn't lie?
No, I think you should just be honest.
Yeah, that's it. Preach.
But
Look
I can't sit here
But
and
if
say
it's-
100% that I've never told a little white lie either, though.
Right,
Yeah.
you ever been like 5 blocks away, but you say
That's
you're down
what
the
I mean.
block?
That's what I mean.
There you
None
go.
of us are
you know?
perfect.
Yeah.
Like, you were supposed to be here at 8, and I'll be right there in like 5 minutes when your ass is gonna take another 20
Right,
minutes.
right,
So you're gonna
right,
blame it
right.
on something else.
Yeah, but
Because you did it. You
Right.
left
Yeah.
late.
But then are
Right.
you gonna take that to an argument like, what else have you been lying about? Because you
No.
said
Well,
Well,
last
not
time-
that.
shouldn't
I'm
be
talking
like
more
that.
about
No.
like a deeper lie, something that maybe got your relationship in kind of rocky, that you got into like a big argument about
Right.
lie.
Right.
Not
But I
that.
kind of
Like,
also feel
So
too-
now
I'm
you
not-
look at like every other step. I understand.
you
but
know what
it's
I
like
mean?
the bigger
Like, what
things.
did you?
But okay, you have an argument, whatever the case is, and then you forgive them.
Yes.
You shouldn't constantly though bring it up.
Bring it back.
Right.
Again.
Yeah.
Like if you
Let
already
it go.
hashed that out,
Yeah.
leave it where it is.
What if they cheated and you kind of bring it back? Like, I feel like you should just leave the relationship alone if you're
You're
gonna
always
keep
gonna be
fucking
jealous.
revisiting
Yeah,
that.
you're always gonna be jealous.
I agree.
Oh,
Right?
If you get cheated on and you take that person back,
I give it to those
You're
people
gonna
that can do
constantly.
it.
Nah, they
Yeah,
can't do it.
it's hard.
Do you guys know anybody who's been cheating
Yes.
on and have stayed together
Yes.
and is
Yeah.
working?
Had
No.
fucking married, had kids, and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, had kids and all that, but I don't know because I'm not in contact with that person anymore, so I'm not sure if they're.
I mean, they look like they're happy.
but everybody looks happy on Instagram.
That's what I mean.
But I'm saying, like, and because that person still talks, like, in the chats and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. And
Right.
it's like they look like they're fine, but are they fully? I don't know.
Like behind closed doors, you'll never know.
But that
you
was
know?
based out of fear too. Staying in that.
Nah, like I
That
said,
was a fear-based
Situation,
relationship
you feel?
situation. Yes, it was.
even
I won't talk about it on air, but I'll tell you after.
but even if I'm the cheater,
Okay.
even if I'm the cheater, I wouldn't want to stay in a relationship because I know the girl's gonna be jealous constantly now. Like it's gonna be like,
She's
where you
never
at?
gonna
She's
trust
she's
you.
Never gonna trust me. No,
No.
no.
Anything you say, even if
Every-
you're saying the truth, we're not
Yeah.
gonna trust
We're
you.
not gonna do it. We're
If
not gonna
you're
do
in
it.
something that and your peace is disrupted, that's it.
Yeah, no, I don't. It's not
Yeah.
gonna work.
There's
Why is
no-
that so hard?
What?
Why is that so hard to like fully take somebody back and
Oh,
just be
forgiving-
like,
Because you're always gonna think
You always gonna think
they
yeah.
cheated. They go to, oh, I'm working overtime today. Really? What do you mean you're working
Yeah.
overtime? Right away. Oh,
Right,
he's with this
absolutely.
bitch.
Yeah,
That's what you're gonna think.
automatically.
You ever,
Automatically, there's traffic. I'm driving home. There's traffic. Really, an hour? You're always gonna think, even
Unless-
though it could be true.
yeah.
Unless you're
In
gonna
your
stay,
head.
right?
He's fucking around.
Unless
He's
you're gonna
still
stay on the
fucking
phone with that person that whole time they're in overtime.
around. Yeah.
Yep.
You're
So
gonna,
what if like like you take precaution, like for example, now I need your passcode for everything, emails, phones,
Nah,
and
then
you're
the other,
willing to
per-
give
the
it
other
up.
person's not gonna
That's
want to
what
do
I'm
You're not
that.
my parent. That's
But
not
what if
Right.
you're willing to do that
Nah.
for the person so the relationship can work?
Who the fuck is really gonna do
Then
that?
I'm doing, I'm
I'm
doing
just
this
saying.
because this is what you expect of me. But it's not really that you trust me because I'm doing this so
Right.
that you
So
can
you
feel
can be
secure in
happy.
yourself to me. That's your issue.
Right.
Yeah, no.
But then again, Cindy, you did this, so it's my issue because I want to feel secure. But you're the one that brought this insecurity to me. Get it?
Yeah, but how much are you willing to fucking
Yeah.
sacrifice?
Right.
I'm sorry, my language,
Yeah.
but how much
No
are you
one's
willing?
gonna sit
How
there
much are you willing
This
to
is a rated R
sacrifice?
show. You can say anything you want.
Yeah.
I couldn't do
Fuck,
it.
dick,
Yeah.
anything.
How much are you willing to sacrifice? Fuck dick. You can't sacrifice that much
Yeah.
of your own happiness
Like your
for
sanity,
somebody.
really.
Yeah, your sanity,
Yeah,
basically. Yeah,
You
no.
can't. When I went through that shit, I was checking fucking phone,
Yeah.
the email, and I was like,
You're
I
a
never had to
detective.
do this shit
Right.
before.
You don't even feel
What
like
is
you
this?
don't feel like yourself.
How
you know?
long you did that for?
Like a year.
And you weren't happy.
I was definitely not happy.
Yeah, you were just like, yo, I have to concentrate and look at all his shit and wonder what is he doing. Like it's.
It makes no sense.
And what if he's
You're
deleting
late,
things?
I
Or
gotta
what
be
does he have a
thinking
new
you're doing
email
some shit.
address?
Right.
I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Was he
you playing
voluntarily
detective.
like, hey, you can, you can track my phone or I'll check in at certain times, and that's what I'm saying. It becomes the army. Like I have
Yeah.
to. It becomes boot camp, and I constantly have to, like, check in. I feel like a kid.
Yeah, I didn't
Some
even
FBI
ask for all
shit.
that.
Was he willing to do
For
it?
him to like check in. He wasn't meeting me halfway. That's why I left.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Then he wanted to meet me halfway, but it was too late.
No.
I
But
was on
it's
to
like
the next.
therapy probably works. I feel like in cheating situations, it depends whether it's an affair or you were just fucking. That's in my perspective. Like if you're having an affair, that's more emotional. Like you loving that person. Maybe you told them you love them.
Mhm.
You know, maybe you guys were thinking about the future, took a vacation together. If you were just fucking and it happened like once,
You
You
still,
take it- you take it-
you still would not
then they
like
I'm not gonna like it. No.
Are you willing to do that FBI
Absolutely
work?
not.
You're willing
No,
to do that FBI work?
I'm not, but I'm just
Okay.
putting myself in
Right.
other people's shoes. Like they probably take them back because of that reason. It wasn't an emotional.
And for them, they're winning the prize.
And
again.
yeah,
Nah.
for them it's like that's my husband.
Your
so
prize is what you giving me. You're not supposed to give nobody else.
Sound chauvinistic, but I would never go back with a girl who's cheated on me. In terms of like,
Well,
I find out just because it's like somebody else has been there, and now it's like I'm not going back now.
yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm not doing that.
Well, isn't monogamy kind of hard?
Absolutely,
Word.
without a doubt,
Definitely.
absolutely.
I'm just saying, don't look at me. I think it's easy.
You think monogamy is easy?
No, I don't.
No.
But I'm just saying, it's hard. I've read a lot of articles and I've seen a lot of shows, like even with Jada Pinkett in her new show,
Red table talk.
where it's like monogamy is not even in our human.
Yeah, we're not supposed to be monogamous.
We're
Like humans are not
animals.
monogamous.
I
Yeah.
believe that.
Look at apes. I mean, well, we can't say we're derived from apes, but
Right.
Right.
but we're supposed to be
Polyamorous.
polyamorous.
Right.
Humans, like
Open
I agree.
relationship may work.
Oh, of course you agree.
Would you be in an open
Let's be
relationship?
polyamorous, but don't go out to eat after the club, bitch. Let's not do this.
Don't.
That was good.
Well, men are always gonna be cool with like them fucking other bitches, but they'll never be cool with their girl fucking another man.
No, that's not true.
That
Really?
So you're asking if I could be in an open relationship?
Like if you agree both of you in an open relationship, and then you're cool out there doing your thing, are you gonna be cool with your girl
I
doing her
just say,
thing?
look, make sure you get in, you get strapped. I'll strap up, and that's it. We don't have to talk about it. Just come home.
We're not gonna be in a relationship.
Just come home.
Yeah.
Don't go to the diner. Don't go to the
No, I wouldn't deem it as a relationship then. I don't know. I can't.
Well, there are a lot of relationships out there like throuples. There
What's
are
that?
a throuple
Oh,
is
it's
three
three people, yeah.
people in a relationship, and usually it's like one guy and two girls. I don't even know why.
Bless. Wait, the guy
And they're
has the
really
both
in a
sides.
both
relationship.
sides.
They have kids together. They live together. They all work.
Usually, the guy has kids with one female, and the female is like the wife to
Right.
the
Right.
other wife, and the wife to him.
Right.
But one of them has the kids, not
And
both.
they're all in love.
Yep.
I saw a throuple on that Red Table Talk. You need to watch that show. That
I
show
need
is
to do that
amazing.
shit. I mean, I need to- so it's
I mean, it's
possible.
just happening. A lot of things are changing a lot now in this
You can do it?
century. I can't fucking do that. Absolutely not. I'm not sharing my dick. That's my dick only.
What, you can do that, Sid?
I don't like sharing dick, no.
But we can probably like have a threesome or something. Do something fun.
But
I'll
you
be
could
cool with
now-
that.
With that, that's jealousy as well, too, though.
Well, there are conditions that you can put before your threesome, like
Just don't fuck after.
no kissing,
Right.
no anal sex. Don't suck his dick Those
That's
are
a
my
lot of restrictions,
conditions.
right?
Yo, just watch.
Yeah.
I just want you to watch.
Turn the TV on.
Well, like they can just
Conditions.
do their thing there, and I can just watch, and then I can just come in and get in it
It's not a
too.
threesome.
Yeah, it's not a threesome at all. Yeah.
All right. Let's
many
bring it back to the topic.
Reel it back.
But that's a jealousy part. Like people tend to like when that does happen. One of the biggest things with women, their apprehension on doing a threesome is because they think they're gonna be jealous about the other person they bring into the room.
So make sure
Right.
they're not your friend. Make sure it's not someone you know, because
I think
they're
that's the biggest
gonna see
mistake.
each other again. Hello,
Right.
you know. You should
Yeah.
get someone at the club that you'll never see again. Make sure you don't get each other's numbers and just be like, well, let's see God what happens, because that's not safe at all.
So how do you know when like a close friend of yours is jealous?
Oh,
I know
Wow.
when they follow you, and this may be very shallow, but you may agree with me.
Mm-hmm.
When they are your
Yeah.
friend, you know, you're close, you talk a lot on the phone, whatever, and they never ever seem to like your posts, but they like everybody else's posts.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice.
That's kind of weird, because you know they're on, but,
Yep.
but they're never, they never seem
they
to like,
interact
yeah,
to people that barely speak to them,
Yeah.
right.
but they never interact with you.
Online, on social media.
And then it could be certain events that can make people, you know, like your friends jealous. Like I see with women sometimes when you get pregnant and then your friend
Gets pregnant right
does
after.
get right or doesn't get pregnant or can't get pregnant, and then it's like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Those are deep, yeah.
They
That may
start
be
throwing those
deep.
negative fucking daggers at
right,
you.
Yeah.
like oh my god, you got fat, and they're like, whoa, that's not productive. Shit,
Yeah.
Right.
that's not cool.
What are other ways that you may think some women,
Well, you talking about just friends in general get jealous?
just friends in
Yeah.
general?
Like
It could be you, like you, for instance.
Right.
Have you have anybody that looks at you like, look at this guy, because
Yeah, look
of
what he's
your-
doing.
I don't
You're
care.
such an entrepreneur.
I don't care.
But have you ever
I
felt
have,
that?
Have you lost friends because of it as well?
If they're not my friends, they probably. If they're not around, they weren't my friend.
Right.
Um,
I agree with that.
Yeah, if I don't, so I don't even check. I don't even check.
They can't
for it.
fucking support you,
If you-
celebrate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. If you're
Yeah.
if you're jealous of me, my success or where I'm at in life, and you're jealous, then you don't need to be in my life, and you're probably not in my life.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
um,
Sometimes the trash
Get
takes
rid of those
itself
people.
out too, though.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but get rid of that person. Like, if you do have a person like that who's always just pessimistic about what aspirations you're trying to do, get rid of them, or just keep them at arm's length.
Or
Just-
make like little comments, negative
Yeah.
comments about whatever you're doing.
Right. Like I got a new car, but it's not the 2019. Like,
Oh, that color is horrible,
yeah,
or shit like
fuck
that.
up. Like, you didn't get it. Like, I'm driving it.
What do you got? You and your fucking bike over there.
Right, exactly. Mind your fucking
You're
Right.
taking the
That's
fucking
what I'm saying. Like,
train.
that's what I mean. Like, jealousy
Right.
is a true measurement of somebody's insecurity with themselves, with
Yeah.
their self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't believe in themselves, then they're gonna take that shit out on you because they don't know
Yeah.
who they are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't even worry about that, just because it's like I know you feel like shit when you go to sleep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So I don't think you need to worry about. Like, if you do have jealous people like that, get rid of them ASAP.
I've gotten rid of a lot of people
Some people
Well,
just get rid of
Naturally,
this.
or you-
Yeah.
naturally, or you just for
because I just feel that, like I all that, like I see that, and I'm like, I don't need this.
yeah. No.
You know that. I'm like,
Trust
you
me.
gotta go. You gotta go.
Like you know when you're an easy person, I feel like that's another thing. Like you may have jealous friends around you that are not easy. They're just they want to always be the center of attention.
Right.
You are usually like an easy, like we're gonna plan this, we're gonna do this, where everybody's easy, but you want special treatment, or you're. It feels a little bit like that to me.
so much of a diva.
Like
It's
wait, you're
come on.
being like, this is not
I
supposed to be
can't.
so hard.
Right.
Friendships are not supposed to be
They
that
tend
hard.
to be lonely though. Those people tend to be lonely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they want you to come back. That's basically.
Yeah, they want
they
you to-
want you to come
They
back.
want you to want them,
Mm-hmm.
and so they feel like they're entitled. Then you're gonna eventually come to them. Hey, what you doing? And then they're gonna be so lonely when nobody checks in on them
Right.
because you're such a dick. Like nobody wants to be around you. Like
That's true.
yeah.
So there are guys like that too. I thought only girls were
No,
like
no,
that.
no, guys.
Fucking dicks.
Nah, there's a lot of guys.
There's a lot of
Like
guys like
fucking-
that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
No,
Like
literally.
whether it's I may get a new girl or be dating a new girl, and he might say something sly like, "Man, I think I might have smashed her." Or something.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Something
Yeah,
like that,
I
like-
recognize him from
Yeah,
before,
right.
some bullshit
my
like
man
that.
dated her or
Uh-huh.
something. Like, or just throw,
Just
just to
Just
throw
throw
that
a
out there.
jab, yeah.
things that don't really even need to
Doesn't
be said.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They'll say it.
Right.
Really? This is how guys are?
That's how
Yeah.
they sometimes do it. Or if, let's say, you buy a crib. Oh, that's a small crib. I own it, though. So what?
Instead of like putting something positive
Right.
forward,
Right.
they
Or
just
just
say
be
something
happy
negative.
for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be happy for me. Like, I don't need you to.
I never been a day of my life where I went into somebody's crib and I was like, wow, this is a small ass house.
Yeah, I don't.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, you did. Yo,
This
I
is
can't
it.
believe you got
So-
something. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you
good
know?
for you. Like your
Right.
friends are supposed to clap for
Wow.
you and be there for you,
Exactly. But there's haters out there. You
Yeah.
know, jealousy and haters.
and
same
they're your
thing.
friends.
No,
No,
I have a
they're
small
not.
circle.
You have to keep it. Keep
I have a
it that
small
way.
circle. Very small
Keep
circle.
it that way. They'll-
Sometimes it's even those that are part of your fucking small circle that eventually
I mean,
Well, they weed
you
themselves
see
out.
it and you're like, well,
They weed themselves
I
out
gotta
later
push you
on.
over there.
And it's like not one thing that happens, like 2, 3, and then like things keep happening. You're like, wait a minute,
but
like,
that's always.
am I the problem here? You have to kind of question yourself, and then you're like,
No.
wait a minute, it's not me.
I
No.
feel too like if you have a friend, you know what I'm talking about. Like you having a conversation and you go to give like your opinion on something,
Right.
and then they just constantly cut you off. Like they don't even want to hear.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
You already
absolutely.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's some shit going on there, and I'm like, I see you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
That's something they gotta work out.
They're kind of
That's on them.
sarcastic,
Yeah.
like on the down low.
Right.
But
Right.
then they just want to be like, I'm just kidding. I don't like people that say something negative and they just like, oh, just kidding.
Right. Nah.
If you're doing that
Nah.
constantly,
Mhm.
you're not just kidding. Like you probably mean what you're
There's
saying.
some seriousness.
Yeah.
There's always some seriousness in a joke.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So-
yeah, it's
yeah.
like 75%. Yeah.
Yeah. When they say, "Oh, I was just playing," like, no, there was a reason why you said it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a dart in there somewhere, and you're
Yeah.
due for saying it.
Mm-hmm.
And it
So-
feels like a dart. It probably was
Probably
meant to
is.
be.
Yeah.
So can jealousy mean that someone feels threatened by you?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Right? I feel yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Some guys won't bring a girl around certain guys because they know.
What?
They
Wait,
know for
why?
a fact. Like they're like, I know that's my man, but I know who he is. Like,
Why he's a player or he's
nah,
the cutest
because
one
he's
in the
gonna be
group?
like, he'll do something right off the bat at first meeting the girl and be like, "What you doing with this knucklehead, this ugly nigga? What you doing with this guy?" And be laughing the whole time.
That's planting the seed.
That's kind
But
of
he's
weird.
like-
Yeah.
What you doing
Yeah.
with this little? And he'll be joking, "That's my man. Oh, that's my guy right there." So what you doing with him, though, man? He's crazy. And then it's like you're sitting there like,
What?
Why would you?
"Why are
even
you trying
say
to
some
downgrade
shit?
me?
Right.
I'm trying to introduce this girl to you or whatever." Those are the type of guys you keep your girl away from, because then you turn your back, and then it depends.
That's crazy.
The girl,
You're like,
yeah, the girls
Uh-huh.
like some girls eating that shit.
That's like very
Mhm.
manly because girls wouldn't normally. I've never had that
Yeah,
happen.
that-
Like
that-
a girl do that. Like, what are you doing with this ugly bitch? That would be like, bitch, what?
No, I
You
don't
know
know.
what
Nah,
I mean?
it's
Like,
not
if
like
it's the
that.
other way around.
It's not that
Girls don't do
extreme.
that.
No, girls don't do that. That's what I'm saying.
what are you doing with this ugly hoe?
I'm just joking. I love this bitch. I love this bitch. I'm just joking.
Yeah, that's weird.
Or what he'll do is
Oh, I'm dead.
he'll intentionally say another girl's name
Uh-huh.
and be like, "Oh, yo, so you're Andy?" And she'd be like, "Nah, I'm." Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad, kid. Because I ain't really
Now he's
That's
trying to
fucked
fuck me.
up. That's fucked up.
fucking shit blasted. Jealousy.
So that would
Yeah.
actually bring an argument with you and your
Or-
man.
Or
Nah,
you know
I
what?
don't even.
Have you? There's been times where if you're chilling with somebody and you told a certain person about somebody, like the girl that you were
Mhm.
taking out, and that person was like, "Oh, yo, this is the shorty that you were talking
Yeah,
about,"
yeah.
in front of them, and you're like, "Damn, now I'm stuck in
Yeah.
this situation because I wasn't even supposed to talk about it.
Right.
Now you just brought it out." There's another
Sometimes,
thing.
like, if you're
Men-
not gonna say anything good, just don't say anything at all, guys.
Exactly.
Nah, men have the thing of jealousy where they'll
That is
Right, it's almost a
fucking-
territorial
Yeah.
thing, like, yo,
Why?
I
I
like
can do
what
it.
you have. I'm gonna
Right.
fuck it up now.
Uh-huh.
But why?
Because
This is not real friends.
Men are they're not, but men are possessive like that. Men are like he's like he said, it's territorial.
It's territorial.
Oh, I like that land.
Exactly.
I want that land now. I know that's my man. Think about
Damn.
it. Wars, like battles and all that type of shit. It's either religion or pussy.
So
That's a
maybe
fact.
this is the reason why some guys don't want to even introduce their girl to their friends. And then you as a woman, you're thinking here like, what the fuck? Like, I want to meet your friends. And maybe that's the reason why.
Sometimes, and yeah, I don't even do that.
You don't introduce your girls to your
It
friends.
depends on how far along we are, but like, nah. What?
Nah, he's like, nah.
Nah, like it depends. Like if we're at a party or whatever, then yeah, maybe. And you got if I know it's an all couples thing, then yeah, now you could. Because if you're gonna
Right.
go darts with your girl there, like that's wild. Like,
Yeah, you a big bold
Yeah.
nigga.
Yeah.
I'm not
you
gonna
a
lie.
special piece of shit.
Yeah.
But if it's like with the I'm going out with the homies, and it's like
Right, if you're forced to be like, oh, yo, what's good? Then you'd be like,
Yeah.
she's right next to you. Oh, yeah, by the way, this is, this is my girl. You have to introduce.
always make
If
sure
you
you're in the
don't-
car when you do that.
So then that's concern.
You easily-
That's concern. That's not jealousy, right? That would be concern,
On whose
like
end?
on you,
Bringing
like
somebody.
not bringing your
concern,
girl
yeah,
around
yeah,
because
That's
of
concerned,
that.
yeah, because you don't know, you're not supposed to bring her or around somebody. Like
And it's
something-
jealousy on your friend's part. Because now I've seen it where guys are straight. When the guy left with his girl, with his fine girl, he'll start talking shit about that guy once he's going to the other guys.
Why?
Because they just.
That's incredible.
These are not friends you want to be around.
Damn, I saw that shit on Love Jones, that movie Love Jones.
Yeah, that guy. Bill
What?
Bellamy's character.
Yep.
Bill
And I
Bellamy
was
was a
just
piece
watching
of
that shit last night because it's on Netflix.
Yeah, Bill Bellamy.
I
You
love
know
that
what?
movie.
Love Jones?
Love
Love
Jones.
Jones.
I
Bill
have to
Bellamy's
watch-
character.
You have to watch it.
He was a dick.
A real dick.
And he was he's the exact person.
He
I
was
just described.
talking mad shit from the jump.
And he got the girl. Well,
And he went for the girl.
He went for the girl. He actually brought the girl to a function that he knew
That the other guy that she
The
was
ex-
with was going
was
to be
gonna
there.
be there.
Why?
You need to watch that movie.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite
So,
movies.
but then again,
Okay.
some guys probably want to feel like they are the winner, like they won.
That
Look
was
at
part of
me,
it.
I brought her.
That's
Like,
part of it. Like I won, and then there's nothing better than looking across the room with the girl you want, and you looking at her like, nigga. I
And
got
that's
it.
exactly what he was doing.
And I got it.
yeah, that's
And then the
crazy.
other guy looking at you like, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But this is what guys do. Girls don't really fucking do shit like this.
Yeah. Some do. Thoughts do. Some sluts do. You ever saw Baby Boy?
Yeah.
Remember the office scene?
Yeah.
Where the chick was trying to fuck Jody?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
It happened.
then they were in the workplace and she was looking at her like, was like when I think she was walking outside. Hi, Jody.
Yeah.
Well, you have
Because
to
he
be
used to
careful.
Pick her up,
Right,
in her
exactly,
car, her
right.
nice car.
What? Some
Yeah,
girls
but he
do
did the right thing,
see,
though.
like when they see a man with a woman, like very attractive woman, some girls, they all of a sudden that man became 100 times more attractive. Somehow,
Yeah.
not sure why, but
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
do feel like
What is
that.
that? Is something about a faithful man? That's what it is?
It's something about like, oh, what does she see in him?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh, he's stable.
Like, wow. You
So
know?
I have to get with another woman for you to take me serious.
Some girls feel like that. That's how some girls are.
I gotta get
That's
life
the craziness
Right.
there.
For you to be like, yep, you're a catch.
Yeah, you bring a
Wow.
hot ass bitch to a girl that you really, really want, and this girl's like, you just could just be her friend. Like,
Right.
and then she'll definitely look at you differently, like, wow, you know, what does she see in him?
Y'all are lemons for that. I don't think-
I'm sorry, it's
That's
just some
crazy.
girls, that's how they
And
feel.
I understand what you, and I've seen that too. But it's
Just probably the same way guys feel when they see like a very attractive woman with your friend, and you're like, what the fuck does she see in him, you know? No?
Now, if it's your friend, nah, I don't.
You don't see like, what the fuck does she see in him?
Nah, I don't think about it like that.
Nah. I'm like,
Yeah, I
big
don't
ups.
care.
My
I
man.
was-
Yeah, my man.
I might even tell. I've had somebody say like, "Yo, your chick is way better looking than your ex girlfriend." Good job, G.
That's good.
Yeah, but
That
that's
should
a-
be a good
I
thing.
appreciate that. Thank you.
That's an upgrade.
Yeah. Yo, that's what he said. He was like, "Oh, you upgraded,
I
bro."
like that.
When do you think being jealous goes overboard in a relationship?
When you start asking too many fucking questions.
Checking my phone.
That's what I
I
think.
think it's start going crazy. I think that would not fly with me.
What?
The
Yo,
flip-
if you never know, I'm quick with it. Like,
You know what? Like when you're calling 15 times in a row, that went a little too far.
Yeah. When you damn near stalking me and shit.
Yeah.
Like, we're in a relationship, and you're still stalking me.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, that's going too far.
Like, why you hiding? You're doing unnecessary shit to
Oh,
try to
you-
catch me in
You
something,
showing up at my job
Yeah,
for
like-
no fucking reason.
Right.
and you're like, you're not. You could just feel the energies. Like, yo, you're not.
It's not a
surprising me.
surprise anymore. It's more like, hi, I'm here.
Right.
Right. Yo, I'm at the bar. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
unannounced.
Yeah, okay, no problem. I'm just gonna be home and then boom.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
You know?
that's if you feel like you're being parented,
That's going overboard.
That's going overboard. Where I have to check in and if I'm a minute late to somewhere or whatever, and you're not happy and it ends up being a thing, then no, that's going way overboard. Like,
Listen, it's good to be respectful and like to give the other person, let them know certain things if you are living with them or married to them or have kids with them.
right.
But when it becomes like that, like they're parenting you, then that's an issue.
No, it's a problem.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm a grown ass man. Like, what are we doing? Like, and especially if I don't do it the same to you. If I'll have you checking in on me, then don't expect me to
Yeah,
do
but
the
if
same.
y'all both jealous, that's just bad.
Oh,
just toxic.
I know we've all seen those
So that whole
relationships
shit in the where it's just two crazy
It's
ass
two crazy
people.
ass people. and they
Toxic.
both what?
You've
And-
seen that? I don't think
You
I
know,
have.
you've never seen a couple or a friend that's a couple like that?
Usually, like one person is a jealous one.
Yo,
Nah.
You've seen
I
that?
got
every day
I got
is
a
a
home.
fight, bro.
About
Because then you end
what?
up getting, because they bring you into it. Because then they'll say, "Yo, so where's blah blah blah?"
Uh-huh.
Did you hear from? I'm like, oh lord.
Oh, he like, yo, bro. Tell
Yeah.
her, yo.
Yeah,
I was at the crib with you
I was
last
with you.
night.
I was with you, right? Right? I
Oh
was-
my
He's stuck in
god!
a position like,
I'm like, what?
Wait, so they bring their friends into it so
Yeah.
they can be like, okay,
right?
yeah,
The
you were with.
validation, like, yo,
Two
relax.
jealous people should never be in a relationship.
Mhm.
It is toxic.
That's
You're gonna
fuck.
Yes, it's constant fighting. You're gonna be off and on for 8 years. For real. It's crazy.
For
'cause they'll
8
be
years,
together for
off
mad
and
long.
on.
Yeah, they'll be together for mad long.
But they love the crazy shit. They love
They
it. They
love
love it.
Some people do like that whole circle of craziness.
They
No,
get addicted
no, because
to
it's
the
like,
madness.
It's like, yo, she crazy. I know she love me.
I know
That's
she-
why.
yeah, right.
I know she love me. I'm like, what?
That's not love. I had a friend that I had to cut her off a long time ago, and she and her man were together actually for 8 years, on and off. And she had even seen a video of him fucking another girl, and they were still together. She put some video, I guess, in the house, and the guy was fucking another girl in their house, and she saw the whole video, like, just seeing, like, why are you watching the fucking video?
Wow.
And they were
Holy
still
shit.
together. So I'm just like, this is super toxic. This is definitely
No.
not okay, But I feel like she liked that. She was like,
They like the
she
drama.
liked that
Yeah.
whole drama
Yeah.
surrounding
Nah,
that. Like the highs and the lows.
And him staying with her is her feeling like I won the prize.
Exactly.
But
It's all mental shit too.
Although he's
Yeah, it
out there
was.
doing his thing, she's out there doing her thing too, because they were both. And they were still
It's the
together. So I never understood that because I'm like, what the fuck,
Never.
Oh,
you
it's the
know?
worst. Oh my god, man! They're constantly fighting. They want your suggestion. Then they want like you said. they'll
And then they get into a
FaceTime.
fight and you're there and then
And
it's
you're
like, you're
No,
like,
but you know the fight, like you've been around them so long now that you know when it's like, all right, I gotta go, y'all. 'Cause
Yeah.
You know they're gonna fight.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, game
No.
night is never gonna be the same.
and then
Yeah.
little things trigger them. Whether it's you were looking at that chick, weren't you? What? No,
Yeah.
it's the waitress. Like, I'm not,
Yeah.
I just ordered that.
Why did you say
Nah, it's
sweetie?
the way
Why
you
did
said
you
it,
call
though.
her sweetie?
Right. Why'd
The
you
fuck
say
are
it
you
like
calling
that?
her sweetie for? Do you know her?
That's another answer to the
You ain't
question.
leaving no fucking tips to that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another
Oh
answer to your
my
question
God.
when it gets that's when
Too
it
far.
becomes too much.
That's
Yeah.
that's too
That's
much.
too far.
You're dissecting every word I say to another person of the opposite sex. Get the fuck out of here. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What about jealousy in the family?
Hmm.
That happens a lot, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Probably more than in regular life.
Hell yeah.
You
know,
can't say
you
that's
already
they're not
know.
family. You know?
That's why some people don't even talk to their aunts for like 10 year uncles or like, like they always have that like one family member they don't even talk to.
It's sometimes it's a competing thing. It usually happens between siblings, and it's usually driven because of the parents. So you might feel like,
Mm.
like for me, I was always deemed like I was the favorite. Like,
Really?
Yeah, like my sister always thought like, oh, you're the favorite. So
Me
And-
too. I thought my brother was always the favorite.
he's younger.
No, he's older.
Oh, really? Oh,
Mm.
it's usually
Wow,
like the
surprised,
younger
yeah.
one that feel like they're the favorite.
The
But
older brother.
no.
I don't think my mom or dad have I think my dad used to have a favorite, but I don't see that. And we're 4.
Right. Well, there's 4 siblings.
I'm the youngest of the girls, and then there's my brother that's 7 years younger than me.
Okay.
He's definitely the favorite. he's the only boy and he's the youngest.
That's
But
right.
He's
But-
the kid, like, you know, in the show Power,
Mhm.
where the young kid, they never show that kid.
Yeah.
That's how he is. You know he's there, but you never see him.
you never, yeah, he's gone. He's like, fuck this. I'm in PA now. Like, yeah.
I just had to say that because
Well,
every time
maybe
she
we-
brings up her brother, I'm like, what
There's
the
a
fuck?
thing
Yeah,
about
I mean, he was so sheltered. I feel that he just, when he was 21, he was out. He was like, bye,
Yeah,
y'all.
I need to get the fuck out of here.
And
Yeah.
he's a boy too, so he grew up with 3 siblings that were all girls. We're loud, we're crazy,
Right.
and he says that we're too loud, we're too crazy. But he was definitely the favorite.
No.
Probably still is.
There's definitely. Like,
I'm cool with that. He's a boy.
There's definitely that jealousy within the family because sometimes your sibling might get the life that you wanted.
Mm.
So they may
Yeah.
get the house with the wife and the kids and
Yeah.
the picket fence
And the big career
Right.
or the nice husband, and your
Right.
relationship didn't work. I could
Right.
understand.
and then you're looking at it like that was supposed to be my life or I want that.
That's some fucked up shit though, because I look at my siblings and I love when they're doing something good. I love that, and I would hope that they're feeling the same way too. Like we never have that rivalry,
They're
I
still
guess.
humans though.
I guess,
They're still
but
humans.
that's supposed to be your like. They're so
Doesn't
close
matter.
to you. You shouldn't feel like that.
Doesn't matter.
It happens though.
Doesn't
The
matter.
clash with
Yeah,
the siblings.
absolutely.
It happens a lot more than you think.
Right, because they have the life. Either you have the life that they want, or vice versa.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when I was growing up before you came along, like
Yeah.
dad was like an alcoholic, and then you
Yeah.
come and he's walking in a straight line, everything's fucking great.
Right. So was I the bad?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
They
and
put
then
the blame on
and they
them.
bring it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put the blame.
In the most weirdest times, like,
Yeah.
oh, we're at church. What are we doing? Why are you talking about this?
No, Pop always forget. You remember when Pop used to forget our birthdays? Like, I be looking at my brother like, are you fucking
He
serious
says that
right
to
now?
you. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I'm like, are you serious? And my dad has been having seizures since he was like 35.
Wow.
He's in his 70s.
Wow.
So for you to fucking be like, well, you know, he forgot my birth. Really? Like,
Yeah,
are
not
you
even worried
serious
about that.
right
That's
now?
crazy.
And he's bitching now.
That's what you're really
Still.
fucking focusing on, you know?
Yeah, that's
like,
Even
come
now,
on.
like if he doesn't call him on his birthday, like, you know, because my dad has to write it down to remember
Yeah.
his
Oh.
kid's birthday.
Of
I
course,
think-
he's in his
I-
70s.
He gets a pass.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This is why I say to my older brother, I'm like, are you serious? Like his fucking brain, like you know how many seizures he used to have? Like
Yeah.
you're lucky he's still here, number one.
Right.
And you're like 40 something. Like calm down. Like
He carries that. He's carrying that
Yeah.
like child in him then
Right.
still.
He
Right.
carries it.
Can't let it go.
But he kind of exaggerates some stuff too, and I'm
Yeah.
just there like, I was there. What are you
He's like a
talking
little
about?
child probably, still carrying all
It
that
is.
inside.
Everybody carries something. That's what he carries. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Wow.
Just what it goes back to like letting that shit go.
And he used to be jealous of me, my relationship with my dad. And look, but I'm closer to my dad even now.
Right.
But I remember that too, like in the family type shit, like, oh, you know, I want to ride big wheels. Go ask Pop, because he never says no to you.
But hold up, is it
What?
because?
So
is
maybe
it-
you
Yeah, it's
are
like
your
that.
dad's favorite.
But is
like
it
that.
because?
Probably what it was.
Is it because a relationship is it because of your dad, or is it because of his relationship or things he's did with your dad? Meaning, like, it may not be your pops taking your side automatically. It just
In his head.
Well, you're a girl too, and usually fathers have more of like that bond with girls than they're with the boys, and that's just in my
I was
opinion.
daddy's little girl or whatever.
Well, there you go. He's not daddy's little boy. He's,
Right.
you know, your daddy's little girl.
He was, my mom had him like.
right.
So then
So
there
I'm
you go.
like, you're bitching about this, but look at this. Like,
Now
you know
wait,
what
so
I'm
is your
saying?
brother close to your mom?
Not so much right now.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
He's not really close to anybody, really. Like, he's a little lost right now, but.
Well, there you go.
See?
He lives in Florida right now. He's like
See?
a little lost over there, but yeah.
That's what happens, man. That sucks.
You have to let shit go. If not, this is
Well,
gonna
does-
bring you
oh,
down.
But does he love them and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying.
But when he talks
Sometimes-
about stuff, you know, things come up.
Those people end up being alone. They
Yeah.
end up being in their own world because
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, they have their thoughts and their ideas of what this family or what this relationship is. And then,
Well, they're living in mystery too. Like
Once
they're
again,
always
it's
sad.
insecurities.
It's
Yeah.
not.
See,
It's
because
just
he doesn't know
insecurities.
how to let things go. I know how to let shit go, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. Like, I'm not carrying this anymore. Like,
Right.
I'm done.
nah, you gotta let it go. Absolutely.
I think this is like the whole advice of the show is just let shit go. Since Preach said it earlier in
Yeah,
the show.
it's the advice, but who's gonna listen though? A lot of people can say, "Yo, I should let that."
I
shit
would
go.
hope all of our listeners would.
I just find it funny that you admitted something that women said, like, yeah, because in about a year I'm gonna bring that shit back up. And I was like, wow, y'all really like hold on to that shit up.
If we may think that you lied about it, and then we just
I don't forget.
we'll never forget about it because we had that. We kind of like I think we have the feeling of it. We carry that. So that's how you don't forget about it, because that like anger you have, you attach it to that argument, and you'll never forget it.
So if you have a similar argument, it will bring it
Yes,
right back.
it
It's like a
brings that
replay.
memory
It's like a
back.
replay.
See, I'm a little different though, because I could find something out and I don't say shit. I keep it in my
that's
back.
scary.
Cindy will
I
keep it for
in my back
years.
pocket.
Until you-
You know this about
Until
me.
it's
Yeah,
like,
I cannot be like
Yeah,
right away.
you got
You're like, what I said, 7 books? This is my 7th.
He knows I put that
Yeah.
shit in my back pocket. You
That's
already know.
dangerous.
Oh, you probably will never even know that she found out.
You won't even know.
You
How
probably
long did you hold it in?
I can hold it.
years, 10 years.
So you can find out if he was not cheating but entertaining somebody
Yeah.
else. You can see a text and you won't say shit.
I won't say shit
What makes you
Yeah.
do? What?
until
Wait,
it like till that.
Even your
'Cause I know
emotions,
the
nothing
perfect-
changes.
No, I fucking be
Nothing.
smooth. You know.
And she'll be. She doesn't even change though.
why wouldn't you confront him about it though?
No, because I'm like waiting for the right time to present it.
And also, if it's not something huge, she doesn't say anything.
If
She's
it's
like,
something
okay, it
huge,
was
you're gonna-
just.
all right. If it's cheating,
If it's like really huge, then obviously. But
Right, right.
if it's like leading up, or I'm seeing, or
Yo,
you're gonna
that's
tell me a little
scary.
something,
You're
and I'm
just
like,
you're
oh,
just putting puzzle pieces together.
You're
Yes,
telling me
exactly.
This, you're telling me this, but I already know this. But don't worry, because it's coming, and I'll just put that shit in
yo,
my
you're
back
like
pocket.
Yeah.
my mom's after like a
I
book
can't
on-
do that.
For real.
I
Like,
can't
yo,
do
so
that.
you told me you did your homework, right? Right? So why'd you get an F? Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's like that.
No.
I can't do that. As soon as I find something out, and I've tried to be like Sin. I've asked.
Nah, you don't want to
I
be twisting me
can't.
like.
I'll be like, yo,
Right.
who is this bitch? Who is Darlene? Who's this bitch? And he just did something like completely normal. But who is
Yo, hey,
she?
what's up? What?
Yo, you'd be cracking me up though, cause like I could be telling her a story, yeah, because I saw this in X, Y, Europe. She's like, "You're good. How do you hold on to that?
Yeah, I can.
What are you gonna do? Don't worry. Don't worry."
That's scary. I think that what you did was scarier than what
That's
she.
very creepy.
That's creepy. Like the fact
Yeah.
you can hold on to it for a year.
Yeah, because it's gonna come out. The truth is always gonna come out. Like that's
Yeah.
how I feel. So when
Yeah,
the
but
time
that-
comes, that when
Since
that
that
opportunity
does not affect
presents
you
itself,
at all at that
Yeah,
moment,
it
that's
doesn't.
what's scarier.
That's scary.
Because then you're gonna be like 10 years down the line. I knew that.
Yo,
No,
Yeah,
her
that.
emotions
And I'm
are
like-
always very like, you know,
no,
very
yeah,
still.
I'm very like.
I'm trying to get there, Preach. It's hard. It's very hard for me. Because my emotions are like
That's-
this, you know.
I'm
If
getting
I
that.
find something out, you best believe I'm going to say
Crazy,
something.
Bro. Nah.
I'm gonna be home at 6.
No.
What you gonna say about that? You got it,
That's
babe. You
crazy.
got it.
Yeah, what? I'm gonna do my phone like. Nah, man.
Let me
that's scary.
delete this just in case.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why men don't actually go out looking for things like that.
Nah, I don't.
I don't think
I
we,
looked
I
through.
don't
I've
think
looked
we
through
go
phones
out.
before. Yeah.
I kind of feel like you just gotta be, a little careful.
I've
what
never-
you,
I've
because
never done
of what
that.
you're gonna find. You could look, but be prepared if you find something.
Right.
But it may not even be something huge. Like it's happened to me where I'm looking and it's not even something big, but I'm already like, what the fuck is this? You know
And
what I
you just said
mean?
what up to a girl,
And
that's
it's
it?
just, yeah. Or maybe met her somewhere and it's
Yeah.
just a friend or something. But then you're like, what?
Now you question. Now you question.
That's scary,
Yeah.
man. That is fucking scary, man. You can just keep that in the back pocket, and when you got that
Cindy
hot
will be like,
joker,
huh?
Right.
Another
Ain't-
one. Another one? Another one.
I was over here doing blah blah blah.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah?
god, because I called your boss and
Wow.
he said that you were actually.
But she won't say it.
I won't call your boss.
This is probably something very smart to do.
Yo,
What?
To just keep things in. I've tried. Trust me. I want to keep doing this.
But yeah,
But
I
it's
can tell
hard.
You can't do it.
I can't.
Yeah, you can't do it. You
But
gotta-
it's smart what she does.
Well, sometimes you also gotta pick and choose your battles. Like sometimes you could get something that's like the fuck, but before when I was married, I used to react.
That's the divorce.
I would react right away.
I
What
do.
the fuck? Blah 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 blah. Right now it's like, alright.
You know what's crazy? you know the one
Okay.
thing men hate.
Okay.
Don't worry about this
And
right
he might
now.
attest to- he might agree with this. When we're actually eating dinner, and then you say, "Can I ask you a question?"
Wait, do you want us to let you finish eating first?
No,
Yeah, I don't even
no, it's not even eating dinner. It could be the best moment
could be,
of your
yeah.
life. You know, you guys can have a fucking tandem bike ride.
Yeah,
in the park.
exactly. It might
And
be
they'll
the perfect day.
Yo, son,
Can I
out.
ask you a question?
Can I ask you a question? Oh, here we go.
And we be like, "Oh, fuck."
Now I know I
Here we
fucked up.
go.
Cindy won't ask you no questions. Cindy just keeps it in. She won't ask you
This
no
is, and this is how you
questions.
really know, because if they ask you, "Can I ask you a question?" and they're not looking at you,
Mhm.
they're bracing for it. Like they're saying, "I'm gonna get
Yep.
this nigga right, check that
They're about to hit you with some
shit." Like, it's like,
That's
oh
it.
man, what you mean by that? What you talking about?
Let me ask you a question. Oh, man, did you eat the last slice of pizza?
Nah, it's never.
It's
never like that.
It's
Never like that.
Nah,
It's
it's
never like that.
It's pretty much like you said. It's a perfect day, and out of nowhere, for whatever reason, you want to pull it out and ruin the mood. I'm like, "Can I ask you a question?" So who's Cassandra? What? You know about?
I'm fucking.
He's like, who's well, Cassandra? Yo, you bugging. I don't know Cassandra. No, because I saw on your phone. Somebody text you, Cassandra text you.
Cassandra with a K or Cassandra with a C?
I'm like, yo, man, I gotta go. I can't.
Yo, Breach is always in trouble.
Breach, why are you always in trouble?
Even talking about it, it's like he's in trouble.
But
right
that's
now.
why he'd rather just stay like this single.
He didn't say he was
Just
single.
dating a few. Just
You know
dating.
So
That
I think
face
we
was
gotta
like,
wrap
what
it
y'all
up.
say?
I'm living
Reel it back, Sid. We out of here.
Yeah, we gotta get out of
We
here.
out of
man.
this bitch. This was the topic, jealousy.
Wait, I learned a lot from all of you tonight.
Yeah.
Especially you, Preach.
No, you ain't gonna learn nothing from me. Don't have me in. Nah.
Nah, we actually learned some stuff. We always learn some stuff from.
I learned a lot from you, Preach.
Mm.
So we're gonna have our next show December 5th, right, Sin?
Yes.
And after that, we're gonna be away for a little bit, and then we're gonna come back after the holidays.
Yes, correct.
Just so
we'll
everybody
see you
knows.
in 2 weeks on December 5th. I am Sin Lover.
I am Polka Eve.
I'm in trouble.
And
I'm just that guy, man.
Wait, what is it? 40?
40 ounces of cream from Sanyang Guy.
yeah,
Damn.
Chef Matthew with the cream.
Bye, guys. Thank you for joining us. We'll
Peace
see you
out.
next time.
Love.
Play the outro or the intro.
Outro.
Outro. Same thing.
There it is.
Oh.
Preach. What happened? Did you get in trouble?
Boom.
You got a girlfriend?
What
already?
No, I'm good. I'm chilling.
Be honest.
Look like you was sweating.
No,
Are you dating somebody?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
Are you dating somebody?
I'm living. I live life.
He was making sure they wasn't tuning
Yeah,
in.
no, I'm good,
No.
man. I chill. I'm good. I'm alright.
Let me
Yeah,
FaceTime.
that's that crazy shit though. You don't even say nothing.
Yes, I
Until
want to
it's
be
up.
like that.
Nah.
No.
It's hard. I'm telling you right now, it's very hard.
Alright. Even if I get a little like, even if something bothers me, I'm like, I'm not gonna say nothing right now. It's uncomfortable.
So as long as a fight will come up that has to do with that subject, that's when you pulling it out.
Yeah, like when the opportunity presents itself.
To make you to prove your point.
To prove a point.
When it makes sense to bring it up, she does that.